What's going on, broskies? My name's Shivoki, and welcome to a brand new God overview for the God. And I can say correctly this time, so don't judge me. I had a buddy of mine in Massachusetts named Sean, and hit me up and tell me the correct way to say it. So Sean, if you watch this video, which I doubt it because you don't play games, thank you very much. He should play games. He goes to school of mythology. Play SMITE, bro. What's wrong with you? Anyway, it's Chulainn. Before you say I'm wrong, he told me he was to school for it. He's smart as fuck. He's the biggest mythology nerd you can think of, and I love the guy, so thank you for the heads up. Chulainn, guys, is a fantastic Celtic warrior. He's so fun to play, very unique. I really enjoy him. The build I have for him is right here. I do enjoy also a more different build with a Frostbound Hammer instead and things like that, but I do enjoy this build a lot because it allows him to have a double mystical mails. It allows him to heal a lot off the shield right there. It allows him to hit really fast, which builds his ultimate faster or his other form faster, and also have a lot of power and penetration from this build too. So it could be better. I do realize that. He's a brand new god, and I would love for you guys to let me know your personal build or how you think you might build him in the comments down below, but here we go. We're going to look at his abilities, we're going to look at him, his voice pack, how to play him, things like that. A really quick video, but I definitely want to hear some feedback, some questions, concerns, comments, things that you personally learned yourself, all in the comments down below. Guys, if you're new to the channel, like it and subscribe to join the Broskee Nation. Alright guys, here we go. I'm excited for this shit. He's cool. Let's go over his abilities. His passive is called Berserk. Now, said it wrong already. Chulainn's mana, MP5, and mana heals are instead applied to his health pool. His mana regen stops at 25, but he gains mana upon hitting with his abilities, as well as 1 mana for basic attacks, and when he or his allies are damaged after 3 seconds above 85 mana, he goes Berserk. Now, basically, what this means is he gets one mana per hit. So the faster you hit, the more mana you get. The faster you get your mana to 85, plus you go Berserk. So it's very important to do your best to get to that as fast as possible. I do believe it's important, in my opinion, to have a higher attack speed character or a higher attack speed build for him, because if not, you're not really ever going to that form fast as possible or when you need it, and you really need to make sure. Now, the one thing I really want to say before anyone starts, putting things in the comments is the main thing you want to make sure when you play this guy is to always be around 50, in my opinion. To keep your shit up. Keep it up, because if you want to go to Berserk form, which you might have to in a team fight, you want to make sure you're not, okay, shit, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, guys. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost fucking there. Damn it. You know what I mean? So you don't want to have to constantly beat someone's ass in the corner to get to the 85. You really want to make sure you're already near it at all times. So watch your mana pool. Don't use your 2 as often as possible. So the reason I have Mystical Mail is I always have a 2 available, which is Vent Anger, which we'll go over after. But here we go. His number 1, guys, is a fantastic thing here I do love very much. It's called Barb Spear or Ground Slam. Before we go over that, his health conversion is 10% of his mana. Berserk threshold is 85, like it does say. The Berserk duration is 20 seconds, so it does not last forever. The last video I said it lasts forever. I was wrong, or I said I thought it lasted forever. I wasn't sure. Bonus health is 40 plus 23 per level, and the bonus power is 5 plus 2 per level. So, now, the number 1 has 2 forms. Of course, every ability minus Vent Anger has 2 forms. This is normal form and it's Berserk form. And normal form is called Barb Spear. It's a line ability. It affects enemy gods, of course, with physical damage and a range of 45. Chulainn's thrusts his spear forward, damaging all enemies in front of him and stunning less powerful minions. Successfully hitting an enemy with his ability restores 6 mana to a max of 18. Barbs from his spear stick to opponents and reduce their healing taken for 4 seconds by 40%. It's amazing. Huge amount. In Berserk form, Chulainn instead slams his massive arms down, damaging and rooting all enemies in front of him for a decent amount of time. Now, the root duration, guys, is 1 second. The stun duration is 2 seconds. The healing reduction is 40%. The max damage of 315, of course, plus your items, of course. So, very awesome ability. We'll go ahead and show it off really quick here. Now, I'm going to show all the... Actually, oh wait. I'll show you guys the abilities in a normal form, and after I'll show it all in the Enraged form, or the Berserk form. Now, in Berserk form, you guys see it, I already said that. Now, the next one is called Vent Anger. It's an AoE ability that allows him to release his mana, drain his mana. Now, the reason you would ever want to do this is if you don't want to go in Berserk form, you use his ability. If you're near Berserk form and you don't want to go in that form, use this. It's also a great damage. So the reason this ability is really unique is if you use it, you are losing mana. You are losing that ability to get close to your Berserk form. So you want to make sure you're only using it if you really want to. I know that sounds weird. Sometimes some people spam abilities. This is one of those you do not want to spam. It's like a chess move. Be careful. Because if you use your mana, you can't go in Berserk form, which means you don't have the other abilities. And the cool thing is, you can ultimate and go Berserk form and have your ultimate again. Have all your abilities again. It resets your cooldowns, I'm pretty sure. We'll find out after this. I'm pretty positive it does. So hopefully, none of this shit's all useless now. So, anyway. Chulainn vents his anger as superheated steam, increasing his movement speed and draining his mana. Okay. Every 0.5 seconds while in this state, all enemies within the range are damaged by his heat. Vent anger does not return mana. The only ability out of all his abilities that don't return mana. Now, in his Berserk form, Chulainn vents anger automatically. In all cases, in all times, it's always going off. So that's why it's important sometimes to have the Mystical Mail like I have. I think it's a fantastic ability item to have. Now, the downside is you do lose a little bit of protections there, but if you're maybe you have a high healing team or a high protection team or a high aura team, you might be okay. The damage, guys, is 10 to 30 damage per second. Movement speed increases 10%. So very nice for getting away, very nice for engaging, very nice for chasing somebody down. In all the cases. Now, the number 3 guy is called Salmon's Leap or Furious Charge. Its leap ability affects enemies with physical damage and a range of 35. It's a very large ability, guys. It's very hard to miss. Some people say it looks like a penis. Some people say it looks like a potion. Some people say it looks like a Norse symbol with a line on it. Doesn't matter. I don't think it looks like a penis. If that's what your penis looks like, you have issues. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Okay? Jesus. I've heard so many comments about that already. Chulainn vaults over his spear, leaping to a target location and slamming it down to damage enemies around him and in front of him. Very cool ability. Now, successfully hitting an enemy with this ability restores 6 mana to a max of 18. In Berserk form, Chulainn instead charges forward, damaging and driving all enemies back with him. I don't mean minions, I don't mean just gods, I mean all fucking enemies. I don't mean 1 god, 2 god, I mean all the gods. If the god's in his way, it's being pushed. If a minion's in his way, it's being pushed. If an enemy is in his way, it's getting pushed. It gets pushed hard, and it gets pushed fucking fast, and it hits hard. It's a very cool ability. Probably my favorite ability on him, minus his ultimate. I do really like his ultimate. It's very simple, but very cool. Now, the damage from that, guys, is 65 to a max of 285, plus, of course, your items and stuff like that. Now, Spear of Mortal Pain, also War Cry. Chulainn, I got it. Swings his spear, Gay Bulge. I don't know how to say it, it looks like Gay Bulge, okay? Now, if you haven't seen Rain Day's video on Chulainn, please watch it, because I died. It's so fucking hilarious. I love it. It's such a good video. Chulainn swings his spear, Gay Bulge, I don't know, in a circle around him, damaging and knocking up all enemies. Successfully hitting an enemy with this ability restores 12 mana to a max of 36, so the highest mana you're getting is from this ability ever. It's always 12 or a max of 36. Now, in Berserk form, Chulainn instead gives a terrifying shout or a yell, damaging all enemies and causing them to tremble. Now, the tremble lasts for 1 second, guys. The yell damage is 100 to a max of 360, plus, of course, your item power. And the damage is 175, max 475, plus your item power, of course. A very, very cool kit, guys. I really, really enjoy this guy. Now, watch his mana right now. On basic attacks, it restores 1 per hit. So the more you have, the faster it is, as you see. My build has a decent amount of power still. The third hit hits pretty hard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the Mystical Mail is always going off at all times for a tick of 31. Now, popping the 1, guys, is a decent amount of damage, 385, and it also stops healing by 40%. Popping the 2, as you see right here, vents my mana, and also applies another Mystical Mail. So I have 31 and 38 going off at once. That's a lot of fucking damage. This is why I build them this way, because not only is he hitting them fast, stick it onto them, you can also go into a Haste of Vitalis or a Frostbound Hammer. It can be even more annoying. But you guys see that the mana constantly builds up when you use abilities, you know, things like that. But base attacks are your best bet, hands down. Now, if you want to lose the mana, for whatever reason, I recommend being in this area of mana at all times. The 60 area at all times. The reason is, it's never to go away. If you need to chase somebody down, you have the ability to chase them away and not blow all your mana away and still gain it pretty fast with hitting people, as you guys see right here. You know what I mean? So it's really important to really keep your eyes on your mana. And I know most of you that already do that, but it's even more important with this guy. So it does drain mana, as you do see right here, and the ultimate is right here. Knocks him up, very cool. It's a very big ability, knocks him up. I like knocking him up into a 1, and I do enjoy cooldown on him, which why I go the shield item, personally. But I will show you Berserk form real quick here so you can see all the abilities. And now, don't forget, when he's in Berserk form, his 2 is always active, so you do not have to pop it. I don't think you even can pop it, but there's no reason to. We're almost there, almost 85. It does take a minute there, so when you get near there, if you really want to, not use it, chill out, blow it away a little bit. Yeah, your mana's going away, see, and you're okay. Start building it back up again. You lose about 20 mana, I think, around there. And here we go, we're almost there again. We're going to keep building it up. Just to show you guys, the Berserk form is very cool. Imagine a Hulk wearing this like little kilt colored thing. I don't know. It's very, very cool. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big boy form is coming. And here is the one, guys. A slam dunk, also a roots. Very cool. He's always going off his advanced anger. My Missile Mail is always going. Another 3, dives into the wall, and the ultimate is a giant yell that trembles them and also hits pretty fucking hard. A very cool ability. He's very, very cool. Now, one thing I did not notice, if it reset the ultimate. I'm I know it did. I'm absolutely positive it did, because and now, again, ultimate's up again. So imagine getting out of that form, going into a dive, into an ultimate, into a 1, popping Mystical Mail, and just fucking beating the shit out of them until they are dead. It's a very awesome, awesome kid. He's very enjoyable. He hits super, super hard. There's loads of ways to build him. Personally, this is my typical love the way. I played a few games with him last night when I couldn't sleep at all. I played some PTR with him. It's very hard to get a game with him at all because everyone wants to play him. But he's very, very fun, guys. You will definitely really enjoy him. Now, yes, my mana is pretty low here. Throwing the 1 stops the healing down. Boom, 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 boom. Jump in the air. Stop that a little bit. And fantastic. Now, I do wish they had something where if you got a kill, you got 5 points. You know what I mean? Something like that. 5 more mana. Something like that. I'm not sure. But I do really enjoy him. I don't think he's OP. I don't think he's underwhelming. If anything, he's underwhelming. But he's not OP. He's a very fun god. I do enjoy him. I love attack speed on him. I love penetration on him. He's just a fun god to play. His voice pack's cool.
You're amazing. Smashing. Attack. Defend. Woohoo!
He's very cool. I really enjoy him.
It's like they say, the windy day is not the day for Dutch wattles.
I love the accent. I just love this guy a lot. He's a lot of fun to play. Chulainn is my bee's knees. He's a cool guy. I enjoy him. So guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about Chulainn. Do you like his build? Do you like his kit? Do you like anything about him? How do you personally think you're going to build him? Do you think he's going to be the meta? Do you think he's going to be useful in team fights and conquest and things like that? I definitely see a huge place for him. I can definitely see, him, being a jungle, actually. He's good game control. Imagine jumping in here, boom, ulting somebody, slowing the heals, and then having this on, and just focusing them down with no issue. He has great game potential. He's a lot of fun, a lot of mobility, popping this too. Now, I think the only issue there with jungling would be hard to constantly make sure you have the ability to go into Berserk form, but it's not needed. You don't need to go in Berserk form ever. You don't ever need it. It's just like a benefit. So if you're a good player on Chulainn, you'll know when and where to have your Berserk form ready. You understand? So he's very fun to play, guys. I enjoy him. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And lastly, so like, comment, and subscribe, guys, to join the Broskee Nation. Thank you for all support. You guys are so amazing. If you haven't seen the vlogs yet, check them out. If you haven't seen all the videos, check them out, guys. I'm having a lot of fun doing YouTube stuff. I have an Instagram. Anything you think of, just type in Shivoki on the internet, you'll find me. I have a lot of shit on there, guys. I have an Instagram, I have a Snapchat, all that cool stuff. I definitely love talking to you guys, having fun with you guys. So please hit me up. Have a good one. Have a fantastic day. Let me know what you guys think of this guy, and I will see you, broskies, next time. Deuces, motherfuckers. Deuces. Oh.